Today's episode, numero 10, has been brought to you by Fruit Loops, alcoholic beverages.
No, it hasn't. Not even close. But we are drinking the Fruit Loops Hard Shake, made by yours truly. It is liquid sugar.
I feel like
something else.
I feel like back in my childhood, except there's alcohol in the cereal.
Freaking childhood. Okay. Stay tuned for Keeping Up with the Geek Bros, episode 10.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Wancho and Vibe. Keeping up with the Geek Bros.
It's a wonderful day today. You know why? It's podcast day. What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Now, you guaranteed to me that despite what I see up there audio-wise, it doesn't come out that loud on the podcast, right?
I don't know. This podcast.
Oh, my God.
You can't understand what he's saying. It doesn't really matter.
Good point. Oh, God.
What's going on, guys? This is Juancho.
This is Vibe. Special guest.
Darth Flex.
Darth Flex is in the building, gracing us with his presence for episode 10 of Keeping Up with the Geek Bros podcast. 10 episodes, Juancho. I want to give you a round of applause. Woo! No sound effects. Juancho went from convincing me to do this, to forcing me to do this, to getting 10 episodes done. 10 episodes, 10 weeks straight.
And now giving you homework.
Yes, and homework that I have to do. I'd like to congratulate you, Juancho.
Thank you.
Very well done. And the show's looking really good. I'm sorry I didn't put that on for you.
Thank you.
All right.
So what's going on? Talk to me. How was your weekend?
My weekend was interesting. I had no carpet. I still have no vehicle, unfortunately. It's still being repaired. Some kind of computer issue. I did do a little bit of editing. I'm very proud. Kid TV content is back and rolling. So, other than that, how was your weekend?
I'm trying to think what the heck I did this weekend. What did I do this weekend?
Fantastic. Flex, how was your weekend?
It was amazing. UFC 214, John Bones Jones takes back his belt from DC. Beautiful.
Did you have another UFC event that you didn't invite us to?
He actually did.
Actually, I did.
I had no ride.
But it was just me and Navy. We were just watching.
Oh,
it was a great fight, though, man. It was a great fight, and then just working.
Now I remember. I had to go to Boca.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
so awesome. That's so awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what's going on with Geek Bros and Geek Girls?
Okay, so latest with Geek Bros, Geek Girls.
Oh, they're still being delayed?
Hey, listen, I got the 1 year anniversary out.
If you guys know of a producer / editor that can assist Mr. Vibe here with such editing, please send them our way. It will be an internship. It will not be paid.
We don't need any of that. I got it. So, Geek Bros News. I have officially made the intro to Geek Bros vs. Geek Girls. It's the Wonder Woman special. Very good. I'm currently halfway done with the Geek Bros Spider-Man Homecoming spoiler episode. Actually, it's going to be done tonight. I'm almost certain. It was really good. It was really funny. Good clips, good times. Extreme spoilers. The Game of Thrones 3-part series for Geek Girls is going to be delayed indefinitely. 2 reasons. 1, I have no idea what they're saying in these videos. 2, I have no idea what they're saying in these videos. I have no context. I'm actually going to have to outsource this to the Geek Girls to sit here and edit with me to get the right clips, and or Darth Flex, since you apparently are interested.
Actually, you know what? I think the second one, that other girl, Persephone, the one with the big muscles, I think that video was pretty clear on what was going on. It was the other video that was kind of but she was pretty clear, or whatever she identifies as.
That's perfect. We also have the Tate's comic book episode coming out. It's actually pretty much done. I just need Juancho's... Sorry, guys, I'm having a good time right now. Well, I'll explain that in a second.
Explain, yes.
And we just need Juancho to help me with the scene for it. Other than that, that's coming out. So, look for more content. And I'd like to officially announce that the Geek Bros, even though it's in beta right now, has their own Geek Bros fan page. So now you have the Geek Bros Instagram, Geek Bros Twitter, and which is
And you can't find any excuse of how to win a contest, which no one still has won because no one wants to be.
There is still many ways to contact us. It's all the same thing. It's at Geek Bros. It's GEEKBR0S. That's for Twitter, Instagram, and hashtag. Hashtag forward slash backslash forward slash same thing. GEEKBR0S on Facebook. Yeah. Right now, there's nothing there going on right now. Besides a few things. It's being built. I'm working on it right now because Juancho demands it. So look forward to that. But moving on, Juancho, what brings us here today?
So before I was sounded like I was choking on something. I'm drinking this delicious concoction, Fruit Loops, with rum chata, pinnacle cake flavored, and whipped pinnacle.
Yep.
I feel like a child again. Except with alcohol beverages, it's at my series.
I was shout outs to Myra, aka the Instagram chick. That's what I call her. She gave me a recipe for what's called the hard Fruit Loop shake. I made it for the boys, and it's delicious.
Wait, go ahead and correct that. You did not make them a hard Fruit Loop shake. You made them a virgin.
Who?
Your boys. Can you say your boys?
No, not the boys. My boys.
Oh yes.
Not the boys, my boys. Okay. Anyway, no, it's actually delicious. It's very good. It's very sweet.
Carry on, sir.
It's a blended drink with vanilla ice cream, with Fruit Loops, rum chata, pinnacle, cake, and whipped vodka, all is blended together. It's very delicious, and you boys are welcome.
Makes me feel warm, actually.
It makes me feel warm.
Really warm. I'm actually starting to sweat.
I love it. Absolutely love it. But Juancho, what brings us here today?
We have our comic books news out today. We have movies that stand out to the Geek Bros, Pokemon news, video games out this week. With video game news, actually, we have a new segment called Anime Invasion.
Nice.
Which will be talking about anime news, and once a week I will give Vibe an episode of a random anime to watch and for him to disclose how he truly feels about this anime.
Discuss, not disclose. It's
not
a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy issue with you.
Oh, okay. It's very true.
We have news from GameStop, McDonald's, Rick and Morty, Dragon Quest, The Switch, Battlefront 2, Inferno Squad, the book, Snoke is the Last Jedi, Marvel runs away with the Runaways.
Marvel runs away.
Krypton review trailer, the Tick review trailer, Transformers review trailer,
movie,
and the Suicide Squad lost its director. Now, there's also a hot topic as well that we are going to be talking about.
Yes, it's going to be featuring Darflex.
It's going to be featuring Darflex, and we want to make sure there's a disclosure. We are not to endorse any party. We're not to disclose any side of the any political side here. We're about to discuss.
We're just gonna have a discussion, but we do not affiliate with any particular party or side. We're just gonna have a fun discussion.
Exactly, and
that's our disclaimer.
And because Vibe didn't really do his homework last week.
What do you mean?
He said we stated earlier last week.
What do you mean? What did I do?
That we were going to talk about the Tick and the Transformers. So we're going to actually.
I'd like to apologize. Last week, I did wave off Juancho instead I focused more on the DC CW trailers, and Juancho did remind me about the Tick and remind me about Transformers. And if you guys watch it, I did this. I told him no. Anybody watching, you can see what I did. And so I do apologize. He did mention it. I thought, and I completely forgot. So when I listened to it, I squinted. I was like, no. So we're gonna talk about today.
All right. So let's begin.
What are you pointing to?
The new name. Remember you said yesterday coming soon? I'm like, no, I changed it.
The new scent?
The new scent. Let's get this party started.
No. Listen, the banner that we used to have here was coming soon.
It's like
and then we
spray.
And then we changed it to coming now. He put it the new scent. The new scent. Carry on, Juancho.
In comic book news.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, by the way, Juancho decided to get himself a soundboard that he's playing right now through his laptop. So don't mind these random things. I told him, this is how he celebrates our 10th episode, okay? So don't mind it. Don't get startled. It's a new thing we're trying. If you don't like it, you comment you email Juancho directly, okay? And you tell him, stop it. Stop the madness and the news.
And let's begin it now.
In Spanish.
In
Geek
comic
Bros.
book news,
Fair and balanced reporting.
Darth Vader 4 came out this Wednesday. The new generations for Marvel's Unlimited Anthology, which we're going to talk about.
At the bottom, yeah.
Jack Kirby
Sugary.
100, the New Gods Special #1. Those are the comic books out. So about comic books, I don't know if you guys have read Darth Vader 3 and 4. Darth Vader, and there's so many spoilers coming up ahead.
No spoilers.
So Darth Vader #3 ended with Darth Vader losing the battle with the Jedi.
I didn't read these comics.
Okay, so I'm letting you know. Darth Vader got his ass handed to him on issue #3.
It's a family podcast.
So on issue #4, you see the ruthless Vader. There was a scene in the comic books where you actually see Vader use part of a droid to put his mechanical arm and leg back into place.
Interesting.
Huh, nifty.
And you actually see Vader kill the Jedi.
Yes.
And at the same time, destroy a village.
Nice.
Okay, so
To get the saber that he needs to be able to create his saber.
interesting.
What a book.
I still want to look at the issue because I'm curious about the dialogue. Without spoiling too much.
Okay.
What was the dialogue that they shared between each other?
A lot of anger. There wasn't a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of more fighting. Except the guy said, "You're no match for me. The dark side still will not prevail."
Okay. Interesting. Did he allude to anything about losing all his brethren, or did he
Nothing.
No mention of that at all?
No, because he was in what was he doing?
Bakshi or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't mean. But he still would sense it though. He may not have been able to act, but he still would
They
sense it.
They did sense it, and they did. There was a scene back where he actually said, "I'm ready to leave that Bakshi or whatever he was doing." Back into it. He's like, "Oh, get my ship ready," to one of his two little comrades.
Okay.
And that's when Vader came up like from the dead and attacked
interesting.
him. So Marvel has a new event
Bakshi.
called Generations. It's an upcoming limited 10-issue anthology comic book series published by Marvel Comics that is scheduled to debut this August.
Debut. Okay.
This August. So the following generations are going to be coming out. Generation the Iron, which is Tony Stark and Riri Williams. Generation the Spiders, Peter Parker,
Peter Parker.
and Miles Morales.
Peter
Generation
Parker,
the Marvels, Carol Danvers and Kamala Khan. The Thunders, Odinson and Jane Foster. The Archer, Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. The Strongest, which is Generations Hulk #1.
World's Finest.
Bruce Banner and Amadeus Cho. The Phoenix, Jean Grey. The Younger and Older. The Best, Logan and X-23. The Bravest, Mark Vale and Carol Danvers. And the Americas, Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson.
America.
So you're gonna see a combination of Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson in the same issue working together.
Okay, but what is the purpose of these anthologies?
Make money.
Besides making money, you guys can hear Flex is just saying he's under his breath.
Marvel usually tends to go do these things. They're finishing up Secret Empire, so I'm
The
pretty
Secret
sure
Wars?
Okay.
Secret Empire.
Oh yeah, Secret Empire. Okay.
So yes, yeah, that ends for the comic book news. Movies standing up to the Geek Bros
The
this weekend.
Newsend.
Dark Tower. Any of you have read the Dark Tower books by Stephen King?
No.
But I've seen the pub.
I've seen.
Man.
There's a pub.
Yeah, dude.
There's a Dark Tower pub.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
I think it's in Brooklyn. Right?
Really?
The book is really good.
Well, I mean, I saw the trailer. I'm not excited. I'm excited.
I will recommend this movie if the movie's as good as the book. It's a seven series part book from.
Oh, so they're trying to do one of those things.
Yeah, but it's really good.
I don't know. The trailer is not.
Listen,
no, hold on. The trailer is not catching me. And I read an article, which I should have pulled.
That is not that doing. I saw it this morning.
No, that they're doing massive reshoots because the first reaction to it was bad.
How are you gonna do reshoots when it's already out this Friday?
It's part of the budget. You know that, right? Post production, they set time to bring the actors back to the reshoots.
So you're telling me they have at least 48 hours to.
When is the movie coming out?
This Friday. The movie's out this weekend.
Oh, I don't know. It was what I read. No, I'm just saying though. What I read, it says that the initial reaction was poor, and they were calling everybody to do massive reshoots. So I'm just saying that. But that is part of the budget, though. Reshoots, they always do that.
Hey, Jason, this is what I think about it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is gonna get old really fast, ladies and gentlemen. Really fast.
All right, guys. So that's the news for the movies.
It worked for Rogue One.
What worked for Rogue One?
Well,
The last minute reshoots?
it wasn't last minute reshoots actually.
It was the last minute reshoots.
So
Rogue
never
One was awful. I'm sorry.
moving forward.
Though I've watched it twice on Netflix.
Bleep, bleep.
Moving forward
You
here.
have the movie.
I do, but
Pokemon news.
new stuff, new. Oh, sorry.
So much Pokemon news. So, I always bring good, positive news to the Pokemon world.
I'm really hot.
Vibe
Yeah.
and
Is it the shake?
I think it's the
It's
shake.
really heavy. It has a lot of fat in it.
I know, I think it's the shake. I'm really hot. Sorry, so sorry.
Vibe goes in and brings it down and ruins it. Vibe, talk to me. What are these negative news that you have?
All right,
about
so
Pokemon?
I'm gonna actually, believe it or not, I'm gonna jump into this Pokemon news, and from what I'm reading from Yahoo News, a disappointed Pokemon Go Fest attendee has proposed class action lawsuit against Niantic. Niantic?
Niantic.
Yeah. For many Pokemon Go this summer, 2016, but at least 2,000 people are still diehard fans, and they've proven their participation in Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago. Unfortunately, the event was a disappointment to many attendees who could not get data service and ended up waiting on long lines without the AR-based game to keep them entertained. And beyond that, the cell network all went down. The game itself also struggled. When I read this, I actually had flashbacks of Star Wars Celebration and the line that we were in the first day, and how it was really a mess. It was PTSD. So, I mean, what do you think about that? They want, even though Niantic did offer refunds on admission plus $100 in-game currency to the attendees, what do you think? Do they really need class action lawsuit? I didn't file a lawsuit against Star Wars Celebration.
Because that's you'd be a terrible person.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but
I mean,
here's
to be a
an
terrible
event
person.
that actually didn't actually go through with what they promised.
True, but
So
they
there's
already
difference.
did. But they already did it though, Juancho. They gave you your refund and they gave you an incentive.
But again,
what much more?
How much
do
these
you
people, $100 in-game currency, a $20 ticket. When a person coming from Europe to this event spend at least $1,000 for a plane ticket to get into
That
the
is
United
true.
States,
That is true, and I'm sure
and
they
you're
can.
getting what $100 and in a Lugia.
Good point.
I'll give him a Lugia.
Jonathan Norton has proposed a class action lawsuit against Niantic for unspecified damages, saying that the festival didn't live up to what Niantic, I can't do this, had promised.
Niantic. Niantic.
While prices were only $25, including fees, many folks traveled from outside Chicago, which is what Juancho just said, to capture the rarest Pokemon and enjoy the day with their peers. Instead, many felt their investment in the fest was wasted due to crashed servers, non-existent cell service, and a long line simply to park. So I guess it makes sense, but I don't know about the class action lawsuit. I think that what Niantic, or I guess whoever else is involved, maybe should contact those who did travel or give them a way to give their grievances and then compensate accordingly. I don't think they need to be, a lawsuit. But what do you think?
I think they need to sue them.
I don't
I wanna
Really?
sue them.
No.
Flex, please, by all means, give me some
Look,
voice
man,
of reason.
I'll tell you this: I am not surprised at putting up a lawsuit, especially now in a society where you're offended by someone's shirt or something. But as long as you get your money back, bro, like you're an adult, you want to play this kid's game, you want to sue because your time was wasted. You should probably be at work in the first place. But
Agreed.
I mean, as long as you're compensated for your time spent, because really, okay, what there were emotional damage, and people sue for emotional damage, right?
They do.
And-
Okay,
they
but I
do.
mean, seriously, man.
Well, I mean, listen,
Well,
you didn't
let's
get.
see how much. What if they're gonna sue? Okay, are they suing what to get their money back for their plane ride ticket? Now, here's the thing. Here's my question, and this is where I'll defend my statement. Is the person suing somebody inside the United States? Then they should have nothing to sue about because they're traveling across the country. If it's somebody from Europe,
That's not the way our justice system works.
Well,
just
hold
by
on,
the way,
hold on.
just
I know-
throwing
no,
that
I know.
out there. Okay.
but if it's
Merkel.
someone from Europe,
Merkel.
then I do understand why the lawsuit. Because you're paying a heavy price to come into the United States.
Understood. But then the price you pay is subjective to your situation. What if for somebody less than middle wage, it was the same kind of financial sacrifice to get there as much as somebody from Europe who was a little bit more financially sound? So you can't say that just because you came from Brooklyn to Chicago maybe you spent a couple $100, but it was something you saved and it really damaged you to somebody who's more wealthy in Europe and it came over for a couple thousand. It's the same thing. You see, you can't quantify it by just money spent because everybody's financial situation is different. However, I do not endorse or support such actions because things happen, and I don't believe the intent was there. They didn't try and screw anybody over. They didn't intentionally try to upset anybody. I think it's just you guys just finding a reason to
sue,
make money.
It's like that South Park episode. We don't take kindly to folk. Don't sue around here. But yeah, no, you should definitely not sue for that. It's just Pokemon. It's just a game.
It's a game, guys. Get together.
Could you imagine them winning that? And what if their class action lawsuit ruins the Pokemon Go game and has to be shut down? Actually, you know what? I do support the class. Let me stop.
We're gonna see Kamikaze.
And positive good news. Pokemon I Choose movie will finally has an air date here in the United States. It's going to be aired on November 5th and 6th of this year. We don't know where. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Fandango event because usually they're the ones that end up with the animes. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see.
I think it's going to be a regular release. I think it's going to be the first
hold on.
movie released.
No, it wasn't. Because the first Pokemon movie was in theaters.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying it's going to be the first one released in a while because after Pokemon 3, they stopped releasing.
And now here's the second thing.
Japan, that was my childhood.
Had we're worried about Brock and Misty not being there, but Japan has actually praised this movie as one of the highest movies in.
Now you said Japan as in the fan base, or you mean the studio that produced this new movie?
Fan, that was fan base.
Okay, carry on.
So they actually ended up liking the movie the way it is now.
Really? So they warmed to the characters?
Yes, they did.
Let me ask you a question. Is this the new canon for the show, or is it just
I think it's a reimagination. A reimagination of the movie.
Kind of like how they did Pokemon. It was like Red and whatever. Pokemon Red, and that was a totally different story. It was more based on the video game.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool.
So we are excited about it. I did discuss with Juancho that we will do a Geek Bros mini-sode web series. Flex, you're more than welcome to join with us. We're going to see the movie. We're going to come. We're going to review it.
Yeah.
It'll be a quick mini-sode. It won't be very long because, I can't do it to myself.
We should bet and see who's going to cry in this movie.
It's not going to be me, so I don't even know why.
Because Vi doesn't have any childhood.
I do have a childhood.
He doesn't have any feelings. Or probably.
I don't have any feelings.
He's cold as ice.
Cold as ice. Cold-blooded.
Moving forward here. Video game news, guys. Video game news.
I'm gonna stealthily, very, very carefully unplug your laptop so it dies on, so we don't have to do this anymore. Carry on.
On August 1st, we have The Long Dark on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Patapon remaster for PS4. Avon Colony for PS4 and Xbox One. Castle Storm VR Edition PSVR. Demetrius, The Big Cynical Adventure PS4. Dino Frontier for PSVR. Draw Fighters PS4. Frisky Business PS4. Redeemir PSC. Shadow Tactics Blaze of the Shogun for PS4, Xbox One, which is actually a great game. I've played it already on PC on Steam. Great game. Tacoma on August 2nd for PC and Xbox One. The Legends of Hero Trails of Cold Steel for PC. Thursday, August 3rd, we have Slime Sand on Switch. Retro City Rampage on the DX Switch. And Flight of Light for the Wii U. For video games news this week, Nintendo's having a Play Tour around the country, so look up a Nintendo Play Tour to see where your local, if your local city will be participating. Here in South Florida, Miami is going to be one of the cities that will be participating in Aventura, Florida, in the Ventura Mall to be specific. On August 4th, they'll be from 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Same time on August 5th. On August 6th, from 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 6th. So this weekend, guys, go out, go to Ventura Mall if you're here in South Florida, and get your game on. So that should be fun.
Just one thing, since we're on video games, have you guys received a message on Xbox Live or PSN from just a random person that you don't know that says like "Hi cutie" or "Hey, I know you're this and that"?
I have.
Okay, so it was told by me, or reported by me, by this private military group that I'm part of. That is actually ISIS. I got that message twice. It just said, "Hi, cutie," or like, "Hey, remember me?"
But you know that there has been a talking about that. There's been a weird call coming through that people are actually pretending to be the IRS, saying that there is.
Oh yeah, but those are like those Indian kids.
Yeah, but have you seen the video on YouTube? That not YouTube, on Facebook, where the guy started cursing and saying that, oh, we glad we did that. And that was very that's scary. That, you know, I don't know how they got my number, but, you know, it's scary.
They buy from people. I actually still get those emails a lot, but the one specifically for the Xbox that we've been, well, I've gotten it.
I haven't gotten that one in a long time.
That is actually ISIS, and I've also been getting stuff from ISIS as well on Facebook.
That's scary,
so,
guys. So,
I mean,
guys, just stay safe out there.
Just throw bacon at. Oh, that's pretty offensive, huh? Never mind. Don't do that. Just call the Marines.
Moving forward.
I was all about my shake, so I heard none of that.
So, our new topic. Anime invasion. So much anime. So much anime.
Does it stop like that automatically?
Yeah,
you stop it.
I stopped automatically.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Freezing?
Who?
Freezing?
No.
That one anime?
Okay.
So, I had Mr. Vibe watch a anime called Clean Freak, Ayuma Khan.
Okay, we're gonna backtrack. The anime invasion concept. I
explained to it in the beginning. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I talked about the reason why the anime invasion and what I'm gonna have you do.
No, but anime invasion was never your idea. That was my idea.
Sorry.
Originally, the idea of anime invasion was that I would review a random anime and want to decide he'll just choose it for me because he has Crunchyroll. Shout out to Crunchyroll. And so that's the idea, is that I would watch the first episode of random anime and give my honest opinion about it, and we move forward. So for the first episode of the first segment of Anime Invasion, Juancho decided to throw this this show out at me, and I will carry on.
How do you feel? I actually liked it. I'm in episode number 4. I'm actually really excited of it.
Okay, well, the first thing I thought of once I started playing, I dropped a whole bunch of F-bombs. I said, why does it have to be soccer? Why? Why soccer?
Soccer.
You know, and I...
El fútbol.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it because... in these animes, these really weird ones, not weird ones, but these comical ones, everything is so super serious and so super intense for no reason. Like, they made... okay, so, the main character is a clean freak. He has a germophobia, but he plays soccer. And he doesn't like to be touched, and he's so fast, he dodges everybody who touches him. He has to wash things over and over and over and over and over and over again. But he's very good at soccer. I didn't like it very much because he was one of those, if anybody knows Naruto, or he was like one of those aloof characters, super cool but aloof. He reminded me of Sasuke, or he reminded me of, you know, those larger than life, super quiet, super timid, but like super skilled, super powered individuals. He was good at what he does, and I think the best part about it was the antagonist, who was probably going to be there for a while, when he was playing with his abs. That thing was the funniest thing in existence. But I didn't take to it. And the ending really upset me, because they played the entire episode saying he doesn't like to be touched, and the game is in the rain, and he decides to run in it and get all dirty and messy by getting the winning goal. And then he turns to the I guess, is it the captain?
The captain.
And says, I can get dirty for 5 minutes, it's okay. And I said, then why did you spend the entire episode talking about how you don't want to be touched and you don't like to clean and clean and clean?
Because he can handle it for 5 minutes.
Okay, I get it, but you don't get it.
But did you get the reason why he went to that high school?
Yes, for the bidet, and that was the funny part. The funny part about he was being courted by the antagonist, and he was like, "Listen, our school is better. Why don't you come work with us?" He goes, "No, this school is something special. I like this school." And the point is, the school has bidets. The little if you don't know what a bidet is, it's a toilet that has a little
water,
a little sprinkler that shoots up your booty and it helps you clean. And he likes that because he's a clean freak.
You know what the good thing about a bidet is like when you sit there, it's like you've never felt so dirty and clean at the same time.
It's interesting. So Vibe gives it a thumbs down. Juancho gives it a thumbs up because he's watching it. But I don't think it's. I wouldn't watch it again. But thank you for the suggestion. For our inaugural segment of Anime Invasion. Stay tuned next week to see what else I'll
So,
watch.
will you recommend it?
I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
Perfect.
I mean, I will recommend it to those who like that super emo, yeah, a little bit of soccer, super emo, but comical shows where it jumps jarringly between super serious to super silly. And I don't know, that whole animated chibi. Every once in a while, every time they're silly, the characters immediately look chibi. You know, that irks me too. I won't even lie. It goes back and forth. It irks me. But other than that, no, I will not recommend it for those who are not into that kind of stuff. But it was an interesting watch, and I did watch the entire thing. Juancho.
All right. So, anime news out today. This week, Funimation will soon belong to Sony's.
That's interesting. See, now I read a different one where it said that they were going to be owning a DBZ, and I was like, wait a minute, DBZ. So I called Juancho and said, Juancho, Sony's buying DBZ. He goes, what are you talking about? He's like, I just told you about that. I said, oh, Funimation. Oh, okay.
Yes. So
I'm
they
sorry.
are getting ready to do a merge. How do you guys feel about that? Sony ready to buy an anime. How do you think that's going to be here in the east side of the country with anime?
I didn't know that Sony had any capital to do such a thing. Last I heard, they were dying there. So, I don't know. What is it going to really do? I mean...
I'm pretty interested.
I think they're going to try and start making live action versions of
There's an article
anime.
here on Kotaku
nice.
that says, with the acquisition of Funimation, the combined IP of Animax, Kid Station, and Funimation will allow us to deliver the best anime fans to across the screens and platforms, says Andy Kaplan, president worldwide networks of Sony Pictures Television. Now, founded in 1995, Funimation has become one of North America's leading anime distributions.
Yes, they have.
And that's very true.
You should be watching. It was an echo.
That's actually exciting news. We'll follow along. We'll keep following those news as more.
I'll make a prediction. Sony did it because they want to acquire the rights to start turning a whole bunch of anime into live action to start the next trend.
You know what?
That's what they want. They already started, but so far things have been falling apart. But they're gonna try.
Maybe Sony can make a DBZ movie live action
actually
that won't suck.
Exactly. Like the one on YouTube. You remember the one on YouTube?
Okay,
Yeah.
but guys,
that was actually
this
good.
is the same company that partially gave the rights back to Marvel because they can't make a good Spider-Man movie. Right, so let's be can we be reasonable?
But
I enjoyed them too.
But they will
You
have
made
fun of it.
Spider-Man?
Well, because I know they're buying 95% of stake of Funimation, but will they be able to go back to the actual creators of Dragon Ball Z, let's say, to actually ask for help to create such like action?
I think Sony, get off your behind and try and do a DBZ movie that is worthwhile, that is great, that appeals to the hardcore fans, but also can bring in new people. And do not make the main character a white male.
Please
don't. Just take a chance. Take a chance. We can handle it.
Not
take a
all
chance.
characters have to be white.
Yes.
They can be
no, I
Asian.
mean, it's not even just about that. I'm just saying that...
if you're going to play a role that is supposed to be already in an anime of either Asian descent, Hispanic descent, or...
trust the audience can handle it.
We can.
I'm just saying.
Nowadays, we can handle anything.
But, like, who is actually Asian in DBZ?
Who's they're all Japanese, aren't they?
Well, all the Saiyans are not from Earth.
True, they're not.
There's
but
black people as American, and there's Satan, who's that curly haired.
He's an American. Yeah, you can say he's an American. You can say that, but the majority of them they're all Asian, and
because I mean,
they're
drawn Asian.
They're drawn Asian. She's not Asian.
No.
How do you figure?
In Dragon Ball, they explain where her dad came from. He's not like Japanese.
So that's fine.
But then again, it's not Japan.
Yeah, exactly. But in this world, I mean, Saiyans look. You know, I'd say it should be. It should be. Yeah. I don't see why it can't be.
Before we get to open mic discussion, there's something here that I wanted to mention. I know maybe you guys have heard. I'm gonna talk in Spanish first for a second. Caballeros del Zodiaco. Does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. So much.
In English, that sounds the Knights of the Zodiac. Netflix has acquired the rights to do a remaster of the Knights of the Zodiac. Saint Seiya? Saint Seiya? Is that how you say it? Saint Seiya? They're coming back. Netflix has acquired it. They're working on it. I'm excited to see it. This was my all-time favorite anime other than Dragon Ball Z growing up.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Now that I think about it.
Wait. Well, it's similar to Ronin Warriors.
Was it?
Yeah.
1 second here, guys.
Are you gonna do this right now?
Wait, I think Ronin Warriors is.
Is Ronin Warriors is that them? If it's Ronin Warriors, then I understand.
Knights of the
it was right there, right there at the very bottom. See, Knights of the Old Republic. So proud of you. Let me see.
I could have sworn they were Ronin.
Knights of the Zodiac.
That looks familiar.
The anime aired in the late 80s.
Oh, that's why.
80.
So how do you remember it? Aren't you?
Because in
Colombia,
they played like in the early 90s.
Oh, okay.
So the Knights of the Zodiac will be remastered. Now I'm a little concerned.
Why?
Netflix has already tried to remaster.
They've done Voltron. But it's been a hit.
But there's another one that they tried to remaster. They made it too CGI for my taste.
Which one is that?
I was mentioned here. I forgot which one was it. I forgot. I'll get back to you guys on that one. Because I completely forgot.
Juancho didn't do his research.
Fake news. Well, I'm excited. The Knights of the Zodiac. I hope they pick up the arcs right.
No, this is gonna be CG. It says the CG remake. They're gonna remake this in CG.
I hope it's good.
This is gonna be CG. The CG remake of titled Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya. The first season will consist of 12 half-hour episodes, which will cover the first 4 arcs of the original series.
Wow, that's a big heavy arc because the arcs are.
I grew up with DBZ,
Galaxy Wars, the Black Saints, Pope Ares Minions, and Silver Saints. So
I don't know. It was DBZ, Sailor Moon. What was it called? What was it? Speed Racer. Those are the ones that
Speed Racer.
What, Speed Racer?
Did you just do Speed Racer with the Jetsons?
I was trying to
it's
do
Speed
the
Racer. You're an odd cookie, Juancho.
I am an odd cookie.
I love it.
Alright, let's open mic discussion.
Yo, I'm sorry, you don't have a little button for that one?
I actually don't have open mic discussion.
Jeez. Press, hit anything.
You know what?
Do random.
You know what?
Do it!
Just
do it!
Oh boy. There we go.
Open mic discussion.
That's the open mic discussion. Do it!
So, I know GameStop has been very,
Greedy?
He said greedy.
They'll be open this Thanksgiving for this year. Employees are not happy.
Of course, but to what end?
Because
by all means.
there was a statement, I think last year, the GameStop said that they were not open Thanksgiving. So they did it. This year they are. Now, I have a feeling this has something to do with Nintendo.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure that they're already prepared for the holiday season for Nintendo because everybody wants their hands on the Switch and the Super Nintendo NES Mini.
When is that coming out, though?
The Mini comes out in September, and there's a couple games coming up early October for the Switch. One of them being Mario Galaxy.
But Thanksgiving is in November.
I know, but there's bundle packages during the holiday season.
Okay.
And Galaxy comes out Odyssey comes out a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. I think late October. So I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. That's just my word. You heard it here first.
Their official
Nintendo.
statement is to better serve our guests with their evolving holiday shopping needs. This year, GameStop will open its stores for a shortened and limited time on Thanksgiving Day. The company told Kotaku or whatever in a statement this afternoon that many of our store associates apparently and guests have asked for this. We have heard their requests and we're making an adjustment to our previous position on this topic. Here's the deal. Who is asking for GameStop to be open on Thanksgiving? Who's saying on Thanksgiving while they're eating turkey, I want to go to the GameStop?
The people who want to go to Walmart at 8 o'clock, since 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Which kids?
Kids and parents. Man.
I never said kids.
No,
to make the line. To make the line.
Because, I mean, us adults, we're probably realistically past that drunk by then.
True. Other
than here's a punch and vibe. Leaving early on Friendsgiving and not coming back. I just want to leave it.
Why did I do that again?
Because you don't know how to read text messages.
I made the bomb ham that day, though.
Yeah, you did.
I think I ate it for like 5 days.
We should definitely have another thing.
The ham was so good. Darflex refused to give me back my pot for months. So okay, so I'm just saying, keeping it real. But no, I'm just serious. I don't know what kind of boost or sales they're expecting, because even if the kids want it, the kids have to ask their parents to leave whatever family outing. I don't think. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't see it happening. But go ahead. If the associates and your, consumers want it, more power to you, GameStop. I will go just to show you guys support. And upset.
As long as they have like a midnight release thing, give away free stuff.
Oh.
I remember I did it once in California. I got Mortal Kombat X for free.
What?
Work.
Yeah, I went for, I forgot which game I went for a release for, and they were just giving out stuff, and I got a Mortal Kombat copy
Wow.
of Mortal Kombat for free.
Nice.
Okay, then I think I will be supporting this. On a serious note.
Talking about supporting, will you support McDonald's bringing back the Szechuan sauce?
I'm
that
so-
was a great transition!
Oh, snap. I'm disappointed in McDonald's.
Why?
Because they got suckered into it.
Do you think they'll just sell me the sauce?
I
and
will
none of
eat
their
some
food?
fake
They
chicken.
probably
I will eat some fake chickens just to try some Szechuan sauce.
Baby chicken.
Because the quest for the Szechuan sauce is complete. As we prepare for the premiere of Rick and Morty, the 3rd season, we were wondering if we wondered if the title character would ever get his hands on some of the limited release McDonald's sauce that he craved. The House of Golden Arches, God, who wrote this, has apparently gotten into the fun in the show's premiere episode, which aired April and re-airs Sunday or last Sunday. I'm getting to the point where's the point? Is it saying it there?
No.
A nod to the show. Yeah, they're doing a nod to the show. They're doing it. I'm surprised.
I'm glad.
You,
Bring me back some Szechuan sauce.
they better do like a McDonald's Happy Meal that comes with like a Rick and Morty. Like, I'm just saying you might as well.
I wonder how many people are gonna be butthurt about supporting Rick and Morty because this show is just not for
Hey,
kids.
is Rick Mexican?
Rick Sanchez? That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
I mean, it's true.
Because of the last name and
Because
his
of
like
the-
speech
they, I
impediment.
mean, he has blue hair, but like his family doesn't look Mexican.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Very true. We should find out if you guys know the ethnicity of Rick Sanchez, please comment or below on the video if you guys are watching later on next week, or if you want to send us an email at geekbros at outlook.com, or if you want to go to Geek Bros and comment on our little post about this on the Instagram, or go to our fan page. I'm plugging everything.
Yes, plug it in there.
Or Twitter us.
Twitter.
us.
So,
Yeah.
talking about Rick and Morty.
Look at this. It's like, yeah. You guys should see. Next week, you should look at his face. Darflex's face. His expressions are priceless. That's why we love having him on the show.
I know Dark Flight didn't see episode 2 of season 3 of Rick and Morty, but me and Vibe did. We have mixed feelings about it. Well, Vibe does. I actually like the episode. I have a few questions to ask Vibe. Vibe, do you think the way that the writers are handling the divorce is making a great way to start the season?
No.
Why?
Because I think they should. The show is tone deaf when it comes
so
to
many
feelings.
spoilers.
Yeah, so many spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Do it!
So, I thought they were
Do
gonna
it!
freaking Wanjo.
Just do it!
I forgot it has a delay to it. No, because I figured that they would just gloss over it. The show is really tone deaf about certain things. I didn't think they were going to address it at all. It was going to be, they're divorced, and that was it. I don't like it. I didn't like the fact that
I actually like the way they handled this part of the episode, making them go to Mad Max type of world.
in order to deal with it,
in order to deal with it and make Summer savage, like, oh, I'm like so much anger! And then having Morty get into the ring with a big clone arm.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
with the injection.
He's like, and he's punching him. He's like, why did you have to show up to the driveway? Why couldn't you just be a man and stop being a pussy? That thing was hilarious.
That's true. I mean, I look, my favorite part of the episode was at the end when somebody whispered, "Loser."
No, but they did it twice.
They did it twice.
In the beginning of the driveway and at the end. But that's skipping a question. But anyway, I ask you, who do you think the voice is? Because the voice came after wind and birds. I'm thinking it's Phoenix Birdman.
Phoenix person. I don't think so. It doesn't sound like him. Come on now. He goes. He talks like this. I am here waiting for a Tammy. That's how he speaks. So it's definitely not that. Maybe it's gonna be like one of those time traveling things. Maybe he gets thrown into the past because something happens and he needs to man up. He needs to beef up his person. So he's probably like. I bet you it's a time. It's a time loop.
What was your favorite scene? From the episode.
That was my favorite scene. Is
You
when
know what was my favorite scene?
What?
At the end when the wolf is coming and he's like, I have some chips for you. He's like, the wolf is like, no. And he actually wants his unemployment check. And he gives it to him. And the wolf like bites into it and spits it out and walks away. God damn. Jerry's not getting a break, not even from the animals.
Jerry is the show's whipping boy, and it's amazing. Flex, you didn't see it, so
I'm laughing.
but you're gonna watch it, and you know you let us know. We'll tell you what Flex thought next
least
week.
favorite part of your episode.
99% of the episode. What you have to understand is that the premiere episode was the bomb diggity. Okay, that was really good. So they'll go to this, and yeah, they did a little Mad Max thing, but I didn't like it. I didn't like
favorite
it.
part of the episode was the ending. Cause I thought the king, when the arm is like, oh, his arm did his part, and then Rick is like, oh, I'm here with you, with Morty, like we're gonna kill him together. I was like, I
didn't like it. I didn't like the episode in general. Most of it was not fun for me. I didn't laugh most of it because I was spoiled. I'm sorry. The opening episode was amazing, and it was, if they kept up that, I knew they couldn't keep up that kind of intensity. I won't even lie, but I was hoping it was something else. I don't know. It was
two more things here.
Yeah.
Summer gets it on with the Mad Max Kappa guy.
Yes,
she
does.
gets it in.
She does get it in.
And then there's a couple scenes where she's married to him, I guess, or lived with him, and then it tries to pretend back that like
a time jump. Yeah,
the time jump where you actually see Jerry and what's his wife's name again? Beth. It's like you see that, and I'm like, oh, and that's where like, oh, time to go to the garage. I felt like that, and I'm like, well, why?
Well, I think that's the only way they could get Summer to stop treating her, because in the beginning of the episode, Summer was treating Jerry like crap, like absolute crap, very disrespectful. And so I think for her to empathize with him, which I don't know why they need her to empathize with him. Again, maybe there's an overarching arch here that I don't see yet, but they needed her to empathize with him. The only way to empathize with him is to put her in a situation where she's in the same loveless marriage, and she realizes, oh, wow. That's what it is. I can relate to that now. Maybe I shouldn't be such a little bee to my dad.
And I know they gave a little preview onto Pickle Rick in episode number 3.
Okay, that looks like a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see Pickle Rick. Now, a lot of people have been said, why Pickle Rick? You know what? Because Rick wants to do whatever he wants. He wants to show people that he can turn himself into a pickle if he wants to turn himself into
So you mean they're questioning the purpose of in the episode, or why he would just do it?
Why would he just do it to do it?
Are these real fans of Rick and Morty? Why would you even ask that question? I mean,
that was one of the questions that they were asking in one of the comments. It's like, why Rick? Why Pickle?
That's like keep going.
So why one of the Vibe is disrupting us here.
Sorry, guys.
You know what I have to say about that, Vibe? You know what I have to say about that? You know what I have to say about that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, Vibe. Ain't nobody got time. So, Flex, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. Day off, relaxing, playing Game of Thrones Telltale game.
Also, tell me while Vibe comes back, how's the Telltale game?
It's very frustrating because it's just like your show, man. It's like you like someone and you want to make good choices, but everything you do pleases nobody, and then people you don't want to die.
Oh,
so it's exactly like watching Game of Thrones, except you're telling the story, and every choice you make is the wrong choice.
Oh,
but the story's good, and I think the animation. I mean, yeah.
Well, Telltale Games' animation is not going to be any better than the one from Walking Dead, but
they all look the same to me.
Exactly the same.
But I'm saying it's good.
Abstract.
I like it.
All right, Vibe is back. Back to Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick. So I'm excited for Pickle Rick.
I think, guys, if you guys are watching this next week and listening, I think every episode from now on forth, I'm going to be disrupted where I have to step away from the mic. At least this time he had somebody to talk to. Last
Ain't nobody
time...
got time for that.
Well said. Carry on.
So,
Move forward. Hit your foot.
Pickle Rick. And well, that's it for Rick and Morty. Moving forward, Dragon Quest. Fans have been wanting it, and fans have got it.
Yeah, they did.
Dragon Quest 11 is coming to the West next year.
Fans wanted what? The game?
Yeah.
That guy's the ladies, man. Just look at him.
Okay. Can you briefly explain to our listeners the concept of Dragon Quest? I know it looks like Dragon Ball Z.
It's made by Square-Enix.
Oh, then I should be playing it then.
The characters also look like they're from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, they do. They look. That's the only thing that it looks like. The same anime style.
So, a lot of people have liked Dragon Quest. They wanted it. They got it. It'll be out here next year. Both on PS4, 3DS in Japan, with Switch released to follow the previous Dragon Quest 3DS game, has been published by Nintendo in the United States and Europe.
Wow, you're making it sound so exciting the way you're
More
reading
details
this.
about the Western version will be revealed in fall 2017. Square Enix says. So that's a lot of fun. So those Dragon Quest
Forget
fans,
Dragon Quest. Where's my Kingdom Hearts, Square Enix?
they're working hard on it.
Dude, it looks good though.
I wonder if they're gonna have a Star Wars area on it. They should.
I don't think so. They're gonna keep it like strictly Final Fantasy and like original Disney characters.
Okay.
You're going to see Moana.
Well, what are you talking about? They had Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So why would they do Star Wars? You would think that they would do Star Wars.
Yeah, but like Pirates of the Caribbean has been part of Disney for a very long time.
True, very true. I understand what you're saying.
Because like I remember seeing it when I was 4.
Yeah, you know, and while we were talking about Marvel, would pop up in it too? By the way, right? Like, if we're gonna talk about what Disney owns, so
I think it would get two and a half.
What is that?
This is the next stuff.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys are just what I just saw.
The VR for if you get the VR for 3D made on the Oculus, it's pretty cool.
So Nintendo Switch gets its first NSFW style game.
What is that? What does NSFW mean?
Not suitable for work.
Style game.
Not suitable for work?
Meaning, don't let people see this if you're trying to be professional because it's probably raunchy.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard
That's
of
why
this genre.
mine is like, what the heck?
Military. Man.
So this game here, it's about you massaging girls and very short shorts and skirts.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Is this
It
hentai?
It is
a sort of like.
Dude, there's one that's 3D made where the remote is a fleshlight
Wow.
for the Oculus. Look it up. It's
This
called-
family show has gone down the
No,
drain.
I mean,
It's a family
I'm not
show.
saying a bad
No,
word.
of course.
I mean, if you look it up, it's by Oculus
The
Rift.
game is called Shinobi Refure Senra Kagura. Refure is short for reflexology or Refure
Guys,
Kosinroji.
I have this. There's this Japanese gentleman playing with the switch pad, and he's beating on the thigh of an anime character girl. With
He is
his,
reflexologing her thigh.
what?
Reflexologing her thigh.
That's what he's saying. He says here, Takaki is demoing how you massage the character's thighs, and all it looks like he's beating on her thighs. And look, she's even squinting, like it looks like she's in pain.
Because, yeah, it's supposed
Look
to
at
turn
this
you
one.
on.
There's another one where
Self-manufactured release.
what is he doing? What is this?
What I
He's
just said.
using
A
what?
roller.
He's using a roller on another one's thigh.
He's tenderizing her.
But why is she wearing a skirt? I'm so
Bro, because why is this game even here?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Look.
Is there any release date in the States for this? Probably not.
will be released in Japan sometime this year. No word yet on the international release. I'm pretty sure we're not getting an international
We'll get
release.
it, bro. We already have.
I can't
the
believe
3D
Nintendo's letting this
Bro,
happen.
the
It's
only-
a family console.
Definitely evil. The only time that game will interest me or I will ever buy it is when I can actually wear a suit or put something in my head where I can feel what's going on in the game, and then I'll buy it. Because if I'm just gonna
So you want a total immersion? That's not
absolutely, bro, like the Matrix,
Like the gamer, like
he
the,
wants to
like,
be-
like,
he
the-
wants to
like
be-
the show gamer
he
where
wants to
you
be
actually
jacked
are
in.
a
No. I don't want to be like. I just want to be in the Matrix, and I
He
want
wants to be jacked in.
I want to see the lady in red. I want to put that little program in. I'm gonna go meet her, and
and then you wanted to turn into Ethan Smith. I got you.
I just missed.
Okay.
maybe the voice, but not the face. Right?
Darth Flex. Are you surprised to see me?
Actually, no.
Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad. The
Yes.
audiobook
the
slash
The
book.
book, yes.
Anybody got time to read?
How are you guys reading?
Love it.
Well, I'd like to hear what you have to say first. You put it on there first. I actually had to catch up as soon as possible because
I'm in chapter 5.
5.
Loving the book. The way the book starts. So many spoilers coming ahead. It's
No,
right.
only start with the beginning. Only spoil the intro.
Yeah,
Or
yes.
that's it.
Right between before the Death Star gets blown up.
Yes, it does
first
begin.
Death Star.
The first
Yeah,
Death
the
Star.
first
Yes,
Death
yes. It does start with. It starts with the
Ain't
trench.
nobody got time for that.
Sorry, guys.
What, did you do that on purpose?
No, by accident.
Okay. No, it does begin with the battle of the BBY. What is it called? Battle of Yavin, and the main character is actually one of the TIE fighters that you see blowing away.
It's during they do mention a little bit. I feel like this is fresh off of Rogue One, right before the Death Star gets blown up. Like I feel the story.
Well, I mean, I would
takes
think
place
this.
on both areas.
I don't know what the time jump
like
is
around
between,
that time jump.
I didn't know. So like, I don't know exactly. I don't think I ever figured out how much time between Rogue One and the end of Episode 4, how much time passes. I would like to say at least a couple of weeks.
I'm saying, not to spoil
I
anything.
thought it was a couple of hours.
But because they do.
No, because no, the ending, yeah, but I'm talking about between Rogue One, the Battle of Scarif, and then the Battle of Yavin. That's got to be a couple of weeks.
Oh no! I think it's like in total. I think almost a year.
But
A year
but here's the
later?
thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like the way that the book, because they've mentioned Saul Guerrero and his affiliates when they're in Javin.
Yeah.
They actually mention it in the book. So
Yes, they do.
And when
They
they
do.
blow it up and they find out that
It wasn't
an
And actually, it wasn't an accident. They did
So-
say that there was somebody who betrayed them.
It's a great way to see the other side of the coin.
It is.
Great way.
It is amazing. I'm only up to episode. You see what you did to me? Chapter 3, and so far I'm loving every minute of it.
Me too.
I like the new characters that were introduced.
Yes, I do too. I like how they said Inferno Squad was the name of the squad that actually. I love that scene, the TIE Fighter pilot's perspective of the battle.
You know, because what it reminds me of is, did you read or listen to Lost Stars?
Yes.
Lost Stars
Oh
was
my God.
amazing because it gave you both the Rebel side and the Imperial side, and I was interested in the Imperial side. You know, it was bringing back memories of the Imperial side because now you're seeing. There's also in Lost Stars they also talk about the Battle of Yavin and the people
And
that
the Battle of
and the
Hoth.
characters that actually died, that were part of the book, and this is it reminded me of it.
And I want to say two things. The next thing here, the magic of not being able to see what a stormtrooper likes and what you imagine to have that stormtrooper look like has been taken away recently. When
Okay.
you have Finn, and then you have this new character. I'm loving the main character for Squad, Inferno Squad, a lot, but it's again, the lead role is a female. Like I said before, I have nothing against.
What
that.
are you trying to say,
No, I have
Juancho?
nothing against that. Is this the route that Star Wars is going to be from now
Is
on?
this the future of Star Wars? So you're talking about because of the Force Awakens, because of Rogue One, because of Forces of Destiny, and because of certain books. You're asking whether or not are we implying there's a feminist agenda, or are we implying that it's going to be more female centric going forward? What are you asking?
Is that going to be moving forward, or because that's what it feels like? Like, I think that the male market has been tapped enough that now they want to tap a new market.
I agree.
And
I do believe the future of Star Wars is in the female narrative, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Because, and that's not a problem necessarily, but you can only see so many female protagonists until you kind of. But then again, could we say they're making up for lost time because there's only what 2 women in the entire original original trilogy?
But
you're looking at a story. It doesn't matter. You're looking at a good story. It shouldn't matter whether it's a female
exactly.
or
That's
female.
why I'm okay with it. If the story is good,
Of course.
I'm loving it, and I can't wait to actually play this this character in the upcoming video game.
He says I'm gonna kill her.
But it looks great. It looks good. Hopefully they're doing it. I hope I enjoy the end of the book. I'm moving forward. I give this book so far 4 stars.
I don't think you can't rate the book yet.
Yes, I can because of what I'm seeing. I can reduce the stars, and I will give you a final stars next
Lost
week.
Stars.
I'll give you Lost
Hey,
Stars.
do you know one thing though? When you mentioned about the mystery of stormtroopers, I don't know if Battlefront 2, not the one coming out, but the original Battlefront 2 that came out. If you follow the story, all the way to the Death Star, the original stormtroopers that blew up in the Death Star were still clones. It was just shortly until they started integrating actual other recruits.
Really?
But you know what? They actually do mention it in the book, don't
Because the 501st was
About the
mainly
clones.
clones.
When? Who?
No, they don't. I mean,
They
not
don't.
that,
Not that I've noticed yet.
Um,
In Inferno Squad
they?
book?
Yeah.
Not that I've heard of yet. They mentioned
there
Vader
was-
in the 501st,
No,
but they
no.
didn't mention what it was.
There was an argument about it. I gotta
the
remember.
movie, yeah. But
No. They were talking about why don't they just use the clones, or it was something. I gotta go back.
Maybe it's further into the book than I got because I don't
Maybe,
remember.
yeah,
I don't remember
maybe
mentioning
it
it at all.
happened.
The most Easter eggs mentionings that they've done was about Rogue One and Saw Gerrera and the partisans, and I actually like the fact that they're gonna kind of like. There's more stories beyond that for when it comes to Saw Gerrera's group. That's very interesting. I kind of enjoy that. They're integrating it very well.
I was hoping that you're gonna hear this scream in the book.
You were just dying to play that at all. Just you might as well have played it before. Look at it! Look at Darth Flex doing a deep sigh. He's like I am
But
not coming
you
back.
have to congratulate me today. Today the topics have been back to back, the same continuity. There hasn't been any like Star Wars, Nintendo, random DC, random Marvel. It's been flowing nicely. Have you noticed that?
Do you want me to give you a cookie? Like, I don't understand.
I'm proud. I feel
I'm proud
proud.
of you. It's well done. Like I tell you guys, we're still in emotions of this because this came about really quickly, and every day is a little different. Every episode's a little different. We add something new each time. I don't know if we're gonna continue with this little soundboard thing, but we definitely do it.
Oh, we're gonna continue with it.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna
We should
continue
get
with it.
better soundboard stuff.
Snoke
Oh,
is
we
the
missed it.
last Jedi.
Based upon what Juancho.
Legos.
So you guys can't see this. Juancho actually added this to our little template. He's got a Lego version of Snoke
And
he's
BB-9E.
wearing- and BB-9E, which is the
Evil counterpart of BB-8.
Yes.
Why is he
Now
evil? Just...
I don't know. That's what they say.
He's black.
Because he's black. And,
Oh, wow. I
That's
thought
it.
I was the messed up.
But that's what they
okay.
did. That's what they did. I mean, they did that with the other one. Who else was the black version of R2D2 and whatever?
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah,
it was
and
black,
they're also black too.
I guess
so.
what they make Black Evil dark.
Well, because
Black is the worst color.
Well,
the
oh,
dark
snap.
side?
I mean, no, hold on. Like in the military, black flag, you can't go outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dark
Oh,
side.
okay. No, but I mean
Dark side.
that is the color that
Black magic.
the Empire identifies with, black and solid white
So-
and stuff like that. So it
Makes it
makes
look
sense.
thinner.
Is it
too,
safe to say that Snoke is the last Jedi because the robes they do have a Qui-Gon-esque feel to it?
It looks like a bathrobe to me.
Yeah,
I don't know
but-
what you're talking
but-
about.
but-
Look at that. That's
Is this what the original fallen Jedi's wear before they actually
bathrobes?
He actually looks more like a noble person from Game of Thrones. He's actually dressed more like Robert Baratheon because he has the belt the same way he's wearing it.
I
As well.
was
Because if you
Jedi
look
don't wear belts
at
that way.
if you look at the cloth here, it looks more textured, more regal.
The
So, you know,
actual,
this is jewels. It looks gold.
What is it the when before they draw the pictures before they actually cast it on the
Sketch?
player? No, not sketch. There's an actual word
Concept
for it.
art?
Concept art. The robe is actually very fine and very
Regal-esque.
regal-esque.
Okay.
So
Jedi's potato sacks.
I will stick with the theory that Snoke is the last Jedi. He is the last true Jedi. This is why he's wearing. that
Okay, but
robe.
you say true Jedi, so the Jedi Order that was extinct, they weren't the true Jedi? Is that what you're trying to
Well,
They were fake news.
They're
say? Fake or fake news?
Wait, hold on, but I was under the impression that Vibe was the last Jedi.
I am the last Jedi. I made
Now,
that very clear.
I want to see a
Damn, I have to
BB-8
mess
versus a
with it.
BB-E9 fight.
That wouldn't.
But here's
Fight
the thing.
who? Fight who? Fight what?
Fight each other. Roll
Okay.
around each other. But I think R2D2 can take him on. Just use this little R2D2.
I don't think R2 is going to be much involved.
What you're saying is like you saying that Ronda Rousey can actually fight. I think that would be pretty boring, man. See a bunch of ball droids bumping into each other.
That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
That's my thing. There, that was my Star Wars news.
You're letting this Snoke theory run away with you.
Oh,
Oh, you like that?
Marvel Runaways. Marvel Runaways will be available on streaming services Hulu on November 21st.
Interesting.
Um,
Is there a trailer out for that by any chance?
No.
Not yet. Okay, we will
so
review that
this
for you
new
guys.
path of TV show. Okay, sorry. Before I go moving forward,
Sorry.
the MCU. That video. There's no article.
Oh, there's no article. Okay.
The MCU universe will be connected with the Runaways.
See you, universe.
Really?
Yes.
Now, is it going to be connected as like the way Agents of Shield and everybody else is connected? Because
It's going to be
so
in the,
loose.
it's
very
going to be in the
loose.
same world.
Okay, so it's going to be the same
Not
universe.
like Defenders that they're like in a I guess completely different time zone because
Did they say that?
Yeah,
That never came out. They never said that.
They haven't
never
confirmed it
They
yet.
never confirmed it. No, they didn't
But
confirm it yet. I hope
Is this
not.
a new path of TV shows to try to connect with their movie counterparts? Why I'm asking? There's a new show coming on Fox called The Gifted.
Yes.
It's another X-Men, just like Legion.
Legion was the ish.
It looks good.
What's the?
The-
No, it does. Legion?
I heard you guys talk about it last time.
Dude, Legion. Oh, Legion.
I was pressuring him to watch it, and now no way he's like, I
Legion.
love
You
it.
know what?
Is it on
Legion.
Netflix?
It's
It's
no,
on
it's
FX.
it's on FX.
Oh, it's probably Hulu.
Listen, we should probably do that. Legion is it's about mutants, but it's really about one guy, and that we believe he may or may not be Professor X's son, but he has
It is X-Men?
huh?
So it is
It's
X-Men?
it's
Oh, dude,
X-Men.
why haven't I heard
It's
about
X-Men, but dude, the show, it doesn't even have to be connected to X-Men. It's so good. It's a psychological thriller kind of series. There's so many twists and turns. It's a mind F, like beyond words. I would have loved this show even if it didn't have any connections to mutants and anything like that. It's an amazing show. I recommend it. Sorry, Runaways. I recommend it completely. The Legion, I had to binge watch it. I binged watched that show. I couldn't believe it. And I have to thank Juancho for forcing me to watch it because he did. He really did. He's like, you need to watch that. And then I found out he didn't watch it. He didn't watch it when I watched it. He goes, yeah? Is it really that good? I got to check it out. I said, Juancho, you have to check it out. You just basically...
You do a good impression of him.
So it was very good. Very good show. You need to check it out. Sorry. The Runaways is, I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to throw away life for the Runaways.
Now Mr. Vibe is going to talk about DC because Juancho hates comic books.
Juancho hates comic books.
Yes.
All right, we're going to review... there's going to be a prequel series. It's not going to be connected to anything that I understand. It's a prequel series to Superman on Sci-Fi. It's called Krypton. They actually just recently dropped a teaser for Krypton. So we're going to play it for you right now, then we're going to discuss it. Check it out.
Oh.
House L will always bind us together.
I'm gonna assume they don't have superpowers because they're not under a yellow sun.
No, exactly. But I think,
Okay,
from what I'm understanding, it's going to be a family drama
Nice.
type of thing,
great.
a la Caprica kind of, but with more
I love
action.
Ala Caprica. Alexander Tortorani.
You mean just Capricorn?
No, just Caprica. I said a la meaning like as just
no,
like.
No. That's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
la-
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I like Caprica though.
No, Caprica. I believe it's gonna be more like it's gonna be a family drama, and it's gonna be political intrigue. It's gonna be about apparently something happens to the House of L where they get what's the word? They lose their honor, and it's about them regaining their honor to become to the prestige to where they
It's
are.
actually cool that I didn't know that S was made out of blood.
Something like that. So I'm actually very excited about it. I love me some sci-fi shows. You guys want you to know, I like Killjoys. I like the.
You know what I like for sci-fi? Face Off. When they have to make
Did you guys
the
watch
costumes.
Defiance on Sci-Fi?
Defiance was amazing,
You're right.
and they got rid of it.
What about this one?
Yeah, the game sucked.
What about this one? Hold on. Sorry, Magicians.
Magicians is the shiz nice.
Ah!
So guys, I love me some sci-fi shows, and so when I see so I give of all the shows of all the networks out there on TV, I always give sci-fi the benefit of that when they bring out a new show. I watch every.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I watch every new show. You guys should see my facial expression on the camera next week. I give every show a chance. 13 Monkeys was great. So I'm actually very, very excited about Krypton. Sci-fi's really stepped their game up. After they kind of moved away from sci-fi, sort of bringing in other things, the new director or the new head of sci-fi said, you know what, that was a mistake. We're going to bring back more original content, more good content. I am psyched about Krypton, and it's Geek Bros approved temporarily right now, and I'm going to review it when it comes out. Juancho, I know you're not DC-esque, it's not your swerve, but
I actually like the episode.
you like the teaser?
The trailer, yes.
You like the teaser, exactly.
It was really good.
Dark Flex.
I like Superman.
Sci-fi has
I
not
like
gone
to
wrong
see-
with any shows that they've had. They're actually good.
They're doing pretty well. They are doing pretty well.
Like
But-
Eureka?
I've never
I
watched
liked
that.
it.
That was
I liked
Eureka's before I started to give like carte blanche to anything sci-fi.
Yeah.
So I heard about that. Yeah, what I really got into was all the Stargate shows, all the different Stargate
that
shows,
was pretty good.
and the and their Magnus opus, Battlestar Galactica. I'm sorry, their magnum opus was Battlestar Galactica and all things Battlestar
So
Galactica.
much magnum.
That was the most amazing show I've ever watched in my entire life.
Like
Okay.
the newer seasons or the originals?
What? About Battlestar Galactica?
Just all
The
of it.
reimagined, the whole thing. I like the
The
whole
old
thing.
stuff? I never seen the old stuff.
You didn't? I have all of it.
Bro, you're, I'm too young.
I have, but not the original series of
That's
1988.
what I was asking you.
No,
The
that's the reimagining, the one that Sci-Fi did. The old stuff has no connection whatsoever.
Okay.
This is a reimagining.
But there's
and it was
still silence
amazing.
in the old one, no?
Yeah, they are. There's silence in the other one, but it's a totally different. It was a reimagining of it, and it was an amazing show. And I recommend anybody to watch it. If you guys want to watch it with Vibe,
What the
by all
frick?
means, you email me, and I will tell you guys where we do it. Yeah,
Frick.
it's all about fracks. So, but yes, I'm excited about Krypton. Juancho might actually watch it. We might actually do one episode together right here and see what happens. See if he gets into
Let's
it.
do it.
Flex
Just like
is
the
all on
Flash.
board.
By the way, I'm loving Flash.
Oh, you watching Flash? Oh, okay. So let's move on to that real quick. I'd like to hear your take. Last week, guys, I played the season 3 teaser to Flash, and he actually was interested of all the trailers, the Flash, and he actually said he would watch it, and he believe it or not went home and started watching it on Netflix that night last week.
I'm actually liking the Flash right now.
Okay,
I'm enjoying the character.
Are you?
It reminds me of Spider-Man.
And yeah, you got a little bit of that.
I just don't like his computer guys.
Cisco?
I hate him.
Why?
The singer Cisco?
No, his name is Cisco.
I can't stand
Cisco
him.
Ramon. He's like the uber nerd. He's a funny guy.
I'd rather the girl 100 times more.
Because
than him.
Caitlyn is pretty. That's the only reason
Oh,
why.
I can't
Caitlyn
stand
Snow is
Cisco.
pretty.
I'm gonna
Really?
punch him in the face every time he talks.
I like Cisco, and he's gonna get up there. He's only gonna get more important as the series goes on. I just want you to know that. How do you feel about Harrison Wells?
I'm liking him.
You don't feel like okay? That's it.
Yeah, I feel that he's actually the yellow guy, but because there was a yellow guy in the screen, I'm pretty sure because he stood up.
The yellow guy's the Reverse Flash.
Yeah,
Yes.
Reverse Flash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reverse Flash.
I feel that he's a reverse
The
Flash.
yellow guy. He's the guy. I love the
And
yellow guy.
I'm actually liking the whole father thing of season 1 of
Him being in jail.
Such a
Yeah.
good, oh.
You know that guy played the original Flash in the original series.
Ooh.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he played the original Flash, and he actually has a twist
Exactly.
coming up too. So,
All right, cool.
I'm very glad to hear that you like the Flash.
Unlike Vibe, I do my homework.
I
forward.
watched the anime.
I have a question on Flash. I mean, I haven't seen it, obviously.
Okay.
But I heard that before he was murdered in cold blood, My boy Harambe was on there. Is that true?
Oh, okay, yeah, he is. He was. He is.
Rest in peace.
He is. What he's referring to is Gorilla Grodd, and it's a very well CGI'd gorilla, and he's in it.
I saw a picture. Handsome. He's not CGI. That's Harambe, bro.
Oh, that's not Harambe.
D's for Harambe. That's
It's Harambe. And then Harambe goes home in the later seasons. You'll see it.
But that was
it's
that
a
was
land of Harambes.
But when he went home, that was it. He got captured by Cincinnati Zoo, and then
I'm sorry. Yes.
Moving forward here before this goes.
A moment of silence for Harambe. You caused these. All right.
The tick review.
I did just like last week. It was my mistake. I didn't get to do tick and the next topic, so I'm gonna bring it up now. This is the tick. It's coming back now. I liked the tick when it was out on Fox, I believe, back in the day. They're bringing it back on Amazon, so let's review the trailer, see how we like it.
I thought it was pretty good. So was the cartoon.
Hello, world. This is an epic tale, rife with destiny, adventure, blood loss, and good against evil.
Well, look at you.
Impossible.
You're a superhero.
Good eye. I am the Tick.
Well, the truth. What do you bench?
No idea.
Can you fly?
No, he can't.
Good grief.
Destiny's on the line, Arthur. Accept the charges.
Is this gonna be a long call? Could I sit?
Sure. How can I put this? Murder. It's just not cool. Impolite! Quite a kick. What the world needs now is us. Sweet us. No. Oh, yes. Ah, this is the good stuff.
Breaking a little bit.
Taser time! Tickle! 2 bullets, point blank, and high voltage, plus a 3-story drop, and look at you. You're as alive as a daisy.
The Tick.
I really missed the old actor from the Tick.
I was gonna say the same thing.
So
Can we?
much.
The old actor he plays.
Black Emperor's New Groove.
No,
I mean-
that too. Yeah, he does play. But he also on Family Guy he plays
Joe.
Joe. And I'm saying he's still a working actor. Why didn't just
I
bring?
would
he
have.
still looks good.
And
he still looks good.
I
Why
would have
didn't
been
they bring
happy
him
with
back?
what's his name, the guy who played in Ted, the Tick, and Ted 2.
Okay,
That's
who?
The
That's the same guy.
the same guy.
That's the same guy. That's who originally played the Tick.
And
So
his voice is so perfect.
yeah.
it was so perfect. And I feel the new actor is trying to do his own take of that voice.
Yeah.
You can hear it. And I'm just thinking, why wouldn't you just bring the old guy back? He's there. He still looks good. He's still
So,
working.
The episode comes out in 3 weeks. We're gonna review it. We're gonna
We're gonna
talk
watch
about it,
episode
and we're
1.
gonna watch it.
We're gonna watch episode 1. We're definitely gonna tell you guys what we thought about it, whether we're gonna continue watching it, and if we're gonna actually do a mini-sode of it later. Who knows? But we bring this to you because we know you guys want to hear it. The next topic from last week that I did not get to bring up, which is my fault because I was DC excited, was Transformers: The Last Night. You're so rude. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I did go see it. I ended up watching it, and it was bad. It was a bad movie. No, what are you doing? Okay, I think you're gonna put something else. The movie.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is not happening next week. This is not. We'll let you. You know what? We'll let you do this every other week. Okay? You play with it by yourself. The movie, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna even waste my time telling the story. Besides, Optimus left. He finds his maker, which looks like some kind of weird female robot. Like, you know. Oh my God! Listen, it was so weird. And it was his maker.
Was it bad?
It
Should they just stop and not even do the remake to the Bumblebee?
They I don't even know about that, but
They are.
she convinces him that that Cybertron apparently again needs to be recultivated, remade, and it needs to harvest Earth to remake Cybertron. It convinces him to do that. He comes back, he fights Cade Yeager knocks him out of it. No, don't do it, Prime, because stuff and junk, and he comes back to normal, and they fight her, and they win or they don't win. Megatron survives again. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
They should just scrap it on and do Beast Wars.
That would be great, but they did have Dinobots.
Yeah, but they weren't like.
It didn't look really good. Basically, Cade Yeager, after the events of the last movie, somehow went into hiding because they locked down Transformers even worse than the previous. It's like every time they do this, now all Transformers of any kind have to go in hiding because they're found. They're going to be taken and destroyed. Yay!
Wait.
And
does Bumblebee die?
No.
Okay.
Bumblebee does not die. Not even close. He's really childish in this one, just like the last time. Like the original Bumblebee wasn't this childish, but we do get to hear his voice. His voice gets fixed. It's not the same voice that we saw that we heard in Transformers 1. It was some new voice. I did like the new little girl. She was in it. I did like her. She wasn't around very much.
I heard she had a group. She actually did a good job.
She did a very good job.
Such a horrible movie.
She did a very good job. She actually was, but it's like the writers forgot she existed the last third of the movie. Yeah. Like you thought she was in it from get go, but nope. And I liked that better because then she wasn't around the real action scenes. They kind of just left her in the junkyard. So basically, Cade Yeager's at a junkyard now with all of them hiding, and they found some of the old ones, some of the new ones of the Transformers, and they all came there. They're hiding. They're hiding. There's some new weirder ones. It was just such a weird movie. I didn't like it. I didn't like the purpose of it. Of course, they won. But the twist is, I don't know if you guys know about Unicron.
No.
Unicron is like a really big transformer. He's like a living planet. Yes. And the twist of about Unicron is that Earth is Unicron.
Oh.
So, and that Unicron rises from Earth every couple thousand years, and that if Cybertron's going to exist, Cybertron has to defeat Unicron and absorb him to get it back. So you saw these spikes coming out of the ground all across Earth, and basically Earth is Unicron. And that's why they keep coming back to Earth, apparently.
So, global warming... Wait, okay, hold on. Is Unicron flat?
Huh?
Is Unicron flat?
Unicron is not flat in the movie. No. It's round, obelisk, and spiky.
Talking about lost concept there.
So basically, guys, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. We are not doing a Geek Bros web series episode about it. So this is as close to a review as you're gonna get. Good. I'm not looking forward to any more. I think I'm transformed out. Unless I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. But they did have a little Easter egg. They did have a little Easter egg about Sam because apparently, and I don't know, they retconned this. There was the Whittaker. Whittaker.
Oh yeah.
There is a secret organization called the Whittaker, and all the Witwikis are all part of this, and they're all guardians of the Earth. And so that's the real reason why Sam was really and his grandfather was involved is because they're part of the secret organization of the Whittaker or whatever. And I thought that was so convoluted. So they scroll through different pictures of who was involved, prominent people, his grandfather, and they cut to a picture of him. And they brought back Agent Simmons for a little bit. He was there for a little bit. They brought back one of the army guys. He was, I don't know. There was no point in him being there.
So is Sam dead?
They didn't explain it. They didn't say what happened to him, but they did Easter egg. I don't know why they wouldn't just give us a throwaway line. He was captured. He's locked away. Something.
He
Somebody
is locked
mentioned
away
it.
in real life right now.
That's why they put a weird picture of him. The picture they had of him was looking like this, with his hair all messed up.
Dude.
So I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And
do it. Just do it.
I apologize, Shia. I won't do it again.
Shia.
So we have lost
another director.
No, we have lost Shia LaBeouf, and we've lost Transformers, and we've lost so much. But we're not the only people that have lost something. Apparently, Suicide Squad lost its director. Wow. And
like he died?
No, he died. He jumped ship to Disney for some Jungle Cruise movie with The Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why so ooh about that? What are you oohing that for?
Because I love that ride.
Jungle Cruise. Oh, that was they're making a ride another movie.
Yes.
Hey, Pirates of the Caribbean worked out, except for the last one.
No,
except for the Haunted Mansion.
No, because they made it more darker. Because there was no legitimate affiliation between Pirates of the Caribbean and that silly ride.
There is.
Now there is.
Now there is. Originally there wasn't. So what are they gonna do with this movie?
Just the places. That's it.
So just a few days ago, the DCU finally announced an order for its upcoming slate of movies. We've known for a while that Justice League and Aquaman would be the next two DC movies, but thanks to an announcement, it's been officially confirmed that Shazam and Suicide Squad sequel will be the next two movies. Only there's a potential wrench that may be thrown into the plan, because today we have news that, and this is coming from Cinema Blend, by the way, guys. We have news that the director, I don't know how to say that name, Jamu Colte Sarah, whatever, has now exited the movie in favor of Dwayne Johnson's Disney vehicle, Jungle Cruise. The news broke today, and today was 3 days ago, and he's attached now to the Jungle Cruise, and it's going to start production next week. The director reportedly chose Jungle Cruise over the DC project because he wanted the opportunity to originate a potential action-adventure franchise with a huge lead, and it was more appealing than directing a sequel. So Warner Brothers and Disney reportedly met to handle the situation, and ultimately they made their choice, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
So you put this on the slate. Why is this news?
It's
Why?
DC.
Huh?
It's because it's DC.
Well, I know it's because it's DC, but I mean, I
think we've lost. Lately, we have losing directors jumping ship to the other chips, and
do you believe it's because they foresee a superhero genre fatigue coming, and they're trying to do something else before it happens?
I think the superhero has been happening for a while now.
Because either that or
great example, the second week of Spider-Man is a great example of superhero fatigue.
That is true.
For 1 week,
it was a huge drop. I also believe, a theory of mine is that these extended universes, they're so tightly controlled that because it's taking away the ability for the directors to really make it their own. They have all these guidelines, but all these restrictions, but all these advantages. So I could see why a director would be like one and done, you know, and move on to something different. But I don't know about this Jungle Cruise movie. I mean, The Rock is The Rock, but The Rock, unfortunately, is not necessarily, he does not guarantee box office gold. Baywatch is a great example. He was in that movie. Baywatch flopped.
You guys watch it?
I watched it.
You did?
Did
you?
Vinay.
With Vinay?
Well, because you had to watch it. Right?
I actually liked it.
So you did it by choice?
No, but then I liked it.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
All right, so the hottest topic of the day, brought to you by Darth Flex.
Darth Flex.
What?
No, it hasn't been brought to you by Darth Flex. I'm just dragging Darth Flex into this. Recent policy changes are coming into the country here in the great old USA. There was an article posted today by Polygon.
By Polygon?
Polygon.
Polygon.
This week, I didn't know there was a Game for Change festival. So, representatives from Electronic Arts and Take-Two Interactive discussed the Trump administration's policies and interest towards the country. Slogan, Make America Great Again.
Yes.
Again, we've discussed at the beginning, we're not picking any sides here.
Yes, we do not have any political affiliation. We do not side with any particular party. But we are discussing this because this is news that could affect the geek community, especially the geek gamer community.
Now, how do you guys feel so far? Because I know I sent you guys the article. What do you guys like? What do you guys feel about what you guys read?
Well, I mean, I have a mixed. You want me to unplug this?
Yep.
He's Vibe is rolling up his stuff right now, and now like if he's tugging at my leg, I'm like, do you want me to just unplug it? So, I believe that it's a double-edged sword. I understand what he's trying to do, and yeah, I understand that it could be a potential problem, and I see why we're EA and what else?
Take-Two
Interactive are coming from, because you do need certain specialties, and it's easier to outsource from other countries if you can't find it at home. However, I think this is a great opportunity for the homeland, us, for them to cultivate the talent in-house.
That's exactly what I was going to go by and talk about. It's time for companies like these video game industry companies to create and grow their own talent.
Exactly, their own.
Great example here.
Create the need for the industry at
here
home.
In Florida, we're soon to have a shortage on medical doctors because there isn't enough residency here in the state of Florida for doctors to do them. They're going elsewhere. It's in elsewhere. Oh,
where did that list come from? Elsewhere.
I was thinking maybe
there's not enough residency.
Which is crazy because in NSU is a big medical community, and we get all the East Indian students come in, get their
and
leave here and leave.
Exactly. So
wow.
Yeah.
Great example of that is hospitals here will need to start doing the residency. Now, you guys heard of STEM. you guys heard of programs like this, education. Now, here's my problem. I'm all down for protecting the United States and keeping our jobs safe here. I'm all down for that. Good. That's good. That's all good. But are you going to have this administration invest in education for companies like this to be able to have
so they can
the
compete,
quality?
so they can compete and they can have what they need.
Now, if you don't invest in education and yet you're
going to stifle the ability to get the creativity.
These industries are going to suffer. They're going to suffer.
That is a good point. I did not actually think about that. That if you're going to make a policy, are you going to back it up with other reforms that help fill the void that you're going to create?
And like I said, I'm fine. Oh yes, let's keep the talent here. Let's bring talent. Let's keep away the talent. Let's grow our talent.
But are you going to plant the seeds?
If there's no education,
right?
If there's no budget on that programs, right, what are you going to grow?
Wait, so what other, not the industry, because you're saying industry, what other companies other than EA and whatever the other one you mentioned do you think will be affected by this?
Video game industries in general, tech industries. Okay, let's do IBM. Most likely Apple.
No, all of them though.
Engineering.
All of them.
Engineering.
What you understand is that what is happening is that they're trying to the Trump administration is trying to adjust the H-1 passport, which allows companies to sponsor and bring over talent to work in their companies. He's trying to restrict that, make it harder for them to bring talent over to fill certain voids that don't exist here. So even though this is being brought up by video game industries, it affects the technology industry in general because they do outsource. They do go looking for talent in other countries. They do recruit in other countries, if they don't have it here. And it's not just video games. We're talking about, your next iPhone might be delayed because they can't get themselves the proper engineer to do the right thing. I get what you're saying.
And not only that, we are having more issues with engineering issues, especially now that it's a little paragraph from the article. Now I'll explain my theory there. The game industry is increasingly moving toward digital distribution and away from shipping retail games. Digital sales comprise a majority of total sales for both Take-Two, 55%, and EA, 61% during the respective 2017 fiscal year, with both ended in March 31st, 2017. If you don't have enough engineers to be able to create software and to be able to create infrastructure, to be able to transmit data to our consoles, to our phones, we're not going to be able to continue moving forward. Video games, I think, will be the industry that's going to take us to the next level of creativity in future. That's just my opinion there.
I mean, you're saying that the ingenuity that the gaming industry does just drive innovation. It's true. It's true. I do believe that it helps drive innovation. Flex, I'd love to hear a little more of what you think about what we've pretty much laid it out for you. You have a very strong opinion, obviously, on certain things like this, and so I'd love to hear what you think about this particular effect.
I think that President Trump shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Because obviously, if you're coming to the country and for the right reasons, doing it the right way, you should absolutely be allowed to do so. If it's producing stuff that's you're able to sell, I mean, he's absolutely a businessman first, I would say. Okay. But even if he does, are you really gonna let the decision of a man stop your creativity? I mean, the people who made with The Witcher do amazing, and that's an American base, but we buy all their stuff here.
Exactly, and there was a.
I do appreciate it when you censor yourself. I caught that. I did catch that.
There was a part here that one of the Canadian companies have made a really wonderful game. They're trying to grab our talent and bring them elsewhere to keep them away from us. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about other companies?
That's capitalism, baby. That's all it is.
It's the American dream.
It's the world dream now. It's a capitalistic dream. Why not? Why not? I mean, I totally get it. I think it would be really unfortunate if we close down our ability to bring people to us, and then other companies are going to take what little we do have here away from us, thus severely hurting our industry. I don't really think that they thought it through, but that's so what?
Everything's a work in progress. The only thing is time for these companies to be able to start making their own.
They need to understand that whether it's happening now or later, it may happen in the future. This should be a wake-up call to the industry in general to cultivate their own talent at home.
Definitely.
Do what you need to do to stimulate young minds. Create those programs. Create internships. Bring it out. Do outreach and find it. Cultivate. Plant those seeds because you never know when you're gonna need to
Great
reap the
example.
harvest.
In Tesla
Or
announced today their solar panel roofing.
Did they?
You saw that, right?
well, yeah, they've had it for a while now, but they're actually just starting to take the orders and everything. Because before they started with a home unit,
Okay.
they just had a regular solar panel. Now they're doing solar tiles, which could take you off the grid completely, power your house, and store it. Like
That's not going anywhere. They're not gonna do it.
I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean, I get what they brought it up. But
I hope
I
it
have my
does.
own. I have my own theory when it comes to this. There's no way they're gonna get that off the ground.
but okay,
officially.
even if you're not off the grid, the energy stuff that brings in, because they already have it. He sells the little home units. It's a little. It actually looks nice. It looks like an ivory vase you put on your wall,
Really?
and it's connected to a solar power unit. That's what you use to power your house as well as power your Tesla. The solar tiles is a step up because you're pretty much making your house self-sufficient as far as energy comes.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I mean, then the future is bright.
But
maybe.
that's totally
Coming from the Geek Bros companies out there, it's time to step up and innovation.
Plant those seeds.
Look
plant
at Honda.
companies.
Honda did it well. I mean, Honda, a Japanese company, but they manufacture the cars here in Ohio, as well as in Japan.
Interesting.
Only the difference here in Japan, everything's a Honda. When it came to America, they changed it to Acura. To sell
Right.
a luxury car and make more money, which is still the same stuff.
Same thing as Lexus. Lexus
Yeah.
is just Toyota over there.
Plant
So.
those seeds, guys.
Plant those seeds,
Plant them.
and if there's only one word we're gonna use, it's gonna be the seed. We're planting it and pushing it in deep in the soil. You should hear it. Listen, guys, we're about to reach an hour and a half. This is the longest one we've done.
Episode numero 10.
Okay, numero 10. You got a nice hour and a half of our buttery smooth voices. If you would like to see what we look like, don't be shocked, don't be alarmed, but be a little stimulated. Check us out next week on the YouTube channel, Vibe Studios, VIBEREVSTUDIOS, YouTube, and you'll see the video recap. You'll see all the shenanigans that we're doing. You actually see us drinking our hard Fruit Loop shake, which was delicious. You're gonna enjoy the fun, and you're gonna see the nonsense that Juancho does when he's tapping on his thing. Don't forget to check us out also on the studio website, viberepstudios.com. Juancho, the Geek Bros information.
Twitter, Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEEKBR0S. That's Instagram, Twitter,
And now
and
officially
the
fan page for Facebook.
We are also now live on Stitchers.
Yes, we are.
Stitcher. But the website, you have to go to Stitchers.com. Stitcher, Google Play, and iTunes podcast.
By all means, subscribe.
Keeping
Check us
up
out.
with the Geek Bros is how you're going to find us on all 3 of those media.
I'd like to thank our special guest, Darth Flex, for his special commentary today. Darth Flex, final thoughts?
Check out the Geek Workouts. It's great.
Geek workouts.
Yes, on Twitter, he'll be posting weekly geek fitness workouts. Check them out. Get your gains.
Get your gains.
Drink your creatine.
Don't do any of that. Don't do any of
And
that.
it's all pretty legit.
It's
I'm
all
actually
legit.
a research scientist.
But yes,
He is
believe it
a
or not,
research scientist.
Dr. Darth Flex. So we'll
Almost-
get to that.
almost a doctor,
Excuse me,
almost a
almost.
doctor. Almost a doctor.
Almost.
Except that they don't have you as almost a doctor.
Not yet.
As doctor.
So, thanks for tuning in, guys, for this extra extended 10th episode of Keepin with the Geek Bros. We appreciate your time. Follow us, share, like. Don't forget to comment on anything that we post. Email us at geekbros@outlook.com if you want us to discuss any topics or if you want to win the contest that's still kind of floating around there. Anything. We're here to talk. We will talk back. We want to talk to you guys because we enjoy you guys. You guys are our people, and we appreciate it.
And remember, guys, geeking out
Never sounded so good.
I love you all.
Oh.
Good night.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to the video recap. Okay. Did you guys like? You guys should try this. Very good. I'm gonna. You know what? I might just put the recipe in somewhere because it was
Damn,
delicious.
I'm not even flexing all the way. This is coming along really well.
He's steroids.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So,
Estrogen.
what estrogen? Check us out on WeBeGeeksPC.com, iTunes, Google Play, and now Stitcher. And for all you Geek Bros news, we appreciate you guys.
Deuces.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.